Hello, Montague lover. Hello, everybody. Hello. My name is Jori, and today I'm going to be doing a Monster Girl tier list. I know, it's shocking, but it's true. Is there any copyright-free music you want on in the background? That's what you're gonna get. Monster Girl's guy here. Hello, Monster Girl guy. Hello, Tawny. Hello, Tiger. Excellent to see you here. Let's see. Let's turn that music off. Desktop on. Copyright-free video game music. Copyright-free. Oh, fine. Okay. Oh yeah, we can do the Pokemon one. Alright, that sounds good. That Alice I see? You don't see anything. I don't see anything. You see nothing. What? You see nothing. Hello, Professor Funtime. Okay, my head is slightly off. Let me fix that before we start. Okay. This is nice music. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at all of the Monster Girls from the Monster Girl Encyclopedia. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have such fun. Yeah. We're going to be doing this in alphabetical order. It's gonna be great. Yeah. Name has power here? No, it does not. Monster waifus. Alright, I'm gonna be using my phone to look at the details. It has certain images on the actual thing that I don't want to show you guys. Okay. Okay. Go to MGE Wiki. It was a different one. It was Mira Heze. Okay. There we go. Monster Girls. Okay. Get me banned faster than you could say gooba doob. Okay. Let's do this. From the books you guys from? Alright, you guys ready? Are you guys ready to start rating Monster Girls? What do you think? How does Elden Ring stream go? Doing pretty good. We explored a lot. Got a lot done. Russian. Alright, let's do this. Numero uno. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Number 1. Akaoni. This is just where I'm going to be placing them. Then I'm going to be reading the description. So, the Akaoni is a type of ogre, or demi-human. They're strong-willed, they're omnivorous. They've been out since 2008. Let's see. They're distinguished by horns growing from their forehead, and a bright red skin. They have superhuman strength, and they wield a metal rod. People from the surrounding areas fear them as monsters. However, they're by no means ferocious. Although their speech and conduct are rough, they are big-hearted and good-natured monsters that don't fret over minor details. They pay no heed whatsoever to the fact if humans fear them. Oh. Sometimes the people have sacrificial offerings. They just don't do anything. Let's see, they drink a lot. Make the red faces even redder. Don't mess them on. They're very strong. Yeah. Sip sake. That's all they do. Men that strike their fancy will be made their husbands and will never be released from them again. So I know that this is return from poor Wi-Fi purgatory. Let's go! I am fully aware that this is aimed at men, but I am going to treat each of these as if it says woman, okay? That's gonna be my thing, okay? In order for me to engage. Yep. Alright. Drinking is not incredible, I will say. I don't know if you should be saying that. Okay, I like tomboys. They're strong-willed. I think they're like bright red skin. It's pretty cool. I don't know about the horns though, because like I feel like any sharp object that is attached to like one of these species would just like accidentally gore me someday. Hello, Cavalier. We're talking about onis. This is a red oni who likes to drink a lot of sake, and it's very strong. I'll put you in A tier. I think they look pretty nice. And since it says they're like not ferocious, their speech and conduct is rough, but they're big-hearted and good-natured monsters. I like that. I think that's neat. A. Akaoni, A tier. Next up, Akaname is a temptress or a majin. I think majins are like magicians or like magic-aligned creatures. It's melancholic and spiteful. Ugh. It eats filth, sweat, and saliva. Ugh. Okay. A monster characterized by having a long, skinny tongue. Their name means filth liquor. They tend to prefer unhygienic, mentally or physically fatigued women. They have a slippery personality that is difficult to assess. They outwardly behave in a teasing manner, but the true nature is very obsessive. Dung eater. Ew. 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 who become their wives will get licked all over like crazy on a daily basis. I don't know if I'd like that. The mind and body will become active, the body will become healthy, and fatigue will recover rapidly. Stamina increases, and one will be able to live enjoyably. However, perhaps because of becoming used to the situation, just like people who don't experience an unpleasant feeling if they don't bathe every day, they end up feeling awful if they don't have their entire body licked all over by an akame every night. They'll obsessively and persistently shower with the woman they recognize as their wife with affection. They'll have to wrap their bodies together. They're ravenous. The act of intertwining tongues is one of the biggest displays of affection. I'm gonna go C tier. Like, it's not gonna kill me. That doesn't seem like something I'd like. By the way, like, at the end of this tier list, I might change it up a bit, okay? Depending on what I feel like. Okay. Next up, we have Alice. None of these monster skills would kill us. I'll make up my mind on that. Succubus, Fiend, Meek, 2009. A type of succubus that has the form of a very young girl. They're a race that arose from sudden mutation. Very few of them have been in existence. Extremely rare to encounter one. No knowledge. They never attack humans. Their disposition is that of a very young human girl, or one even more pure and more meek. Guided by the instinct, they seek out people. They act sweet just like children want to play together. They lose their memory. Oh. Oh wait, she does remember. Okay. Feeling sort of a person will rapidly build up. Women who continue to copulate with them will end up turning into an incubus. Protecting them and giving them essence will become the most important task. For some reason, they really like rabbits. Like this type of demon. I don't like the forgetting stuff. That's not good. Also, incubus. What? A male counterpart to a monster. Eventual fate of most people exposed to high levels of mana. I don't want to become an incubus though. I suppose it's unavoidable. I'm going B tier. He also has elf ears. Let's see. Also, if you couldn't tell, I'm reading around certain content. All right, next up, Alp, the Alpine. You become an incubus in a lot of these. All right. The Alp is a succubus fiend. Its position is very varied. Very varied. It means you could turn into a man. I don't want to become an incubus. Oh, Alps were originally incubi who were suddenly transformed into monsters. Normally, a human man cannot become a monster. As the present, there are no males among the monsters at all. When it comes down to it, an incubus is just a human warped by mana. Alps are incubi that deep in their heart strongly desire to become a woman. Or be with a man. Okay. After becoming Alps, their heart values, personality, memory, and everything of their bodies is still the same as when they were men. The bodies completely change into a woman, yet they self-identify as men. They're shocked by radical physical change. End up listening to a monster's instinct. Uh, confused in the feelings of their heart. Twitch is breaking? No. No. Guys, is Twitch lagging again? Oh. No. Dude. Why does this keep happening? Okay. I do a continuous packet test. God. Why does this keep happening? So, it's... whenever I stream, it just cuts off. You wanna watch but this one anime you're waiting to arrive in the mail? The Arachne. Hello, Nesty. I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening with my, with my stuff. It's just not, it's not doing good. I'm sorry. I'm trying to run a test right now. It's gonna take about 3 minutes. Yeah, it's really doing bad on OBS's side. I don't know why this is happening. I'm so sorry. Is it failing? My KPBS is dropping rapidly. I don't... My internet is completely fine. I was really looking forward to this. Oh. Okay, now it's green again. Now it's green again. We should be good. Okay, guys? Are you guys good? Is it no longer lagging? Is good? You're moving live again. Beautiful. That's good to know. Okay. I don't know why that keeps happening. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. I'll keep an eye on it. I'll pause the stream when it starts doing that. Oh, did it restart the stream? On Twitch? Dude. Yeah, it's not cool. Alright. Gosh darn it. I'm very sad. Yeah, okay, I'll wait for the ads. Just tell me when you're back. I'm so sorry for all the problems that have been going on. It is not fun. Yo! Toko Sam! Thank you for the raid. I'm sorry that you're caught up in ads right now. We are doing a Monster Girl tier list. And my internet has decided to destroy me. Hi, SoCal. So yeah. We're just trying our best. I hope my internet does not fail once more. But yeah. That's all we can hope for right now. Happy Thursday. It's very nice music. I enjoy it quite a bit. Alright. I think we're good to start again. Yes. So next up, wait, I'm still talking about the album. Not for me, thank you. Not for me. Much goes right. Wi-Fi will not stop me. It's on my side. What's the song called? It's in like a Pokemon music compilation. So you will have to ask that person. Okay, you guys ready to start again? Are you ready, Keonch? Aye, Captain? Yeah. Next up, we have Aran. Aran is a plant-type monster with the form of a beautiful woman covered in enormous flower petals that inhabits forests. Wait, I forgot. Its family is Alrune, type is plant. It's very strong-willed, takes nutrients from the soil. Don't move around very much. They're releasing sweet fragrances to attract people. They wait for their prey. It's released from a fluid called Alrune nectar. Interesting. I don't care how I'm saying it. This is how I say it. I don't know. They use the vines to bind people, drag them inside the flower. Plant girl. I like the plant girl. They're making nasty watering sounds. People that are fond of always be inside the flower. Like they join the flower. Interesting. When it grows cold, they'll close their petals and enjoy the cold until spring. Store up nutrients. Okay. Need to produce seeds. Let's see. Nectar treasured by other monsters. They're attacked by the honeybee. Stimulation. Alright, Plant girl, honestly. This is very sad for the first plant girl on here. I think she's going in C tier. No assault, please. No assault. That's just not cool. Don't like that now, you hear? No siree. No siree, Bob. Alright, next up. Amazonas. The succubus fiend. Be very strong-willed. Habits a forest. I do like the Amazonian type. I think they look very attractive. It's a type of succubi that live in the deep forest and establish peculiar villages. Originally, they were just a tribe of human women called Amazonas. After the transition to the power of the current Mamono Lord, they were invaded, and it caused almost all of them to be converted to succubus. They've come to be regarded as a kind of monster in the current era. Raised to be warriors from childhood, they has excellent physical abilities and proficient in the art of war. Society consists of mainly women. Women take up arms and fight warriors. Men are regarded as frail, responsible for watching over the house and young children. They do manhunts where they capture men. They show off a lot. Celebratory feast. Interesting. Human happen to wander to the villages. They'll mark them as a manhunt on the spot. If it's a woman, she'll be captured and turned into an Amazonas. They should be educating the ways of Goobadoob. When a man and a woman wander into the village together, the woman will be passionately welcomed as an excellent warrior candidate who has already captured a man and received a thorough warrior's education. Their body paint. They look like illustrations to charm draw the power of the warrior. But they're like runes. Interesting. Okay. I don't like the rating again, but they seem alright. B tier. I think they look cool. I like tomboys, okay. We all like a couple of tomboys now and then, okay. Alright. Next up, we have Angel. This is already going in S tier, by the way. Succubus Angel, Habitat Heaven, Disposition Devoted. Servants of God with beautiful white wings revered by the order of the Chief God. They dwell in heaven, rarely visit human settlements as messengers of God. They sometimes accompany the church on monster-slaying expeditions. As they faithfully uphold the teachings of God, they're abstemious, extremely negative towards human desire and monsters. For that reason, they're merciful, with a fundamental distaste for fighting, yet will still make an effort to mete out punishment in the name of God. They're not originally monsters, but those who've been goobed by succubus energy and started to seek out people are treated as monsters. Angels have innate divine protection. Due to this, they have resistance to Mamono mana, and they don't completely change into a succubus. The horn and tail normally seen in succubus will not grow. Their minds become warped. The god they serve and the god's teachings, everything with their head grows vague, and they become positive towards human desires and monsters. They end up frequently visiting human settlements. The original role of angels is to reward humans with happiness for performing good deeds. They treat the human with extreme devotion. It's half one-sided. Mental conversion progresses once. They have a duty to make people happy. When they first realize they can use their own body, they experience shock and joy. And they'll offer chastity to the person they love. They've forgotten stuff. Not a dark angel. No, it's not a dark angel. So I'm still putting in an S. Okay. I enjoy this a lot. Okay, listen. You can't see it, but the angel, the angel picture, which is like a dress. with like ribbons and a halo. Right? You can see the halo, but nothing else, which I think is just really cute. Angel looks cute. I like the wings a lot. Yeah. I like angels. I like winged creatures a lot. Well, I like winged humans a lot, and this looks enough like a winged human. Yeah, looks very cute. Alright. Okay, I just really like angels, okay? I think they're neat. Next up. Ant Arachne. This is Arachne bug. Dwells in caves, plains, forests, and underground. It's very strong-willed. Its diet is the remains of dead animals, grains, etc. A small bug-type monster of the Arachne family, it bears a remarkably close resemblance to the giant ant. This mimicry serves to fool the giant ants and think the ant Arachne is one of their own kind. The Arachne takes advantage of this by mixing in with groups of giant ants and moving into their nests. Despite their resemblance, their disposition is quite different, being very ferocious in nature. It's a fake ant. I've seen this before in like spiders where they mimic ants. As for food, they eat what the ants gather and hardly ever leave the nest, so one rarely encounters them above ground. They obtain a person. When the giant ants bring a person back to the nest, they'll carry the person and carry him back. Being exposed to the giant ant pheromone, the parading necks make them go boo-doo-boo. They bind the four limbs with the spread they spit out. They firmly seize. Constantly exposed to pheromones, right? Can't release pheromones like giant ants can, but the ants' pheromones stick thoroughly to them. Okay. They don't work all day. After capturing a person, they have a lazy lifestyle. Day and night. They have no need to work is because... Oh, they'll quickly become into, like, other versions of them. Wait. Rapidly go corrupt, and eventually have the priority of that. Okay, so they don't become Arachne. They just, like, get lazy as well. I don't like bugs. Okay. See there. I know some of you may be upset at that. The bug lovers among us, okay? But listen, this is my tier list. I get to decide what bugs I put where. But chills to the Arachne. Alright. Next up, we have Anubis. Wait a second. Let me get a drink of water. Yeah, talking a lot really makes my head foggy a little bit. Yeah, Midas, let me cook. You gotta see what I'm cooking before you make your judgments. So, Anubis. It's a wolf/beastman. In the desert, of course. It's honest and stubborn. Omnivorous, prefers meat. As we were talking about, I think, in an earlier stream, this Anubis has like the paws of a cat. There's the ears, the tail, and the paws, which may be a goof for some people. This type of werewolf has desert region. They're the bosses of mummies, and they protect the pharaohs. They have a high intelligence and the power of various curses. They're monsters with an intellectual and sincere disposition. While the Sphinx guards the outside, they guard the inside. They spot an intruder, they attack and attempt to capture them with their curse power. If they like them, they'll make a husband out of them. They have a controlling nature and try to control every aspect of their life, including planning a diet and scheduling activities. A little curiosity. I don't want a micromanager, man. Like, micromanagement just ain't for me, man. I gotta do my own thing, man. The freedom can give instructions as if the relationship were that of a boss and a subordinate. If he doesn't obey instructions or criminal punishment, he'll be afflicted with the mommy curse. Change someone's body to be extremely sensitive. Additionally, they'll affect human female intruders with the mommy curse. Action not temporary. The woman will be changed into a mommy and become subordinate. Yeah, you should have known. Listen, this is what we're doing. They're normally calm, but also have another phase. They're extremely vulnerable, easily confused when something goes unexpected. Things go on as planned. Everything they planned in advance disappears. We go unable to think of anything. No matter how rational Wancha looks normally. True nature. Welcome back in. I mean, they seem fine. I don't want to be micromanaged though. They're gonna put you in B tier. Bosun Pixlock. But girls are kind of met to me as well. You're a reptile lover? I'd probably prefer reptiles over furries. I think that's probably for me. Alright, next up. Ao Oni. Right. Uh-oh. Okay, there you were. You were hiding. Okay, Ao Oni. Type of ogre, demi-human. Much like the red one below. The most want chickens. Live in caves, mountainous regions. They're strong-willed and calm. They're omnivorous, but prefer meat and sake. They're distinguished by the horns growing off its forehead, its namesake blue skin. That is purple. Type of ogre, like all Oni, they have a fierce disposition and extraordinary strength. Feared by humans as monsters, but they're actually quite intelligent and rational. Calm side to themselves, which is atypical for Oni. Unlike others of their time, they don't randomly insult people. Oh. They can often be seen hanging around other Oni, such as the Aki Oni. And because of their disposition, they often serve as the brain of the group. They won't try to goop someone randomly. But sake. They aren't able to handle the liquor at all. Rationality and self-control gets thrown out the window. They just get bright red. Yeah. Lecherous. They have a high level of maximum alcohol tolerance. They can drink sake infinitely, becoming infinitely drunk. What? On the screen. Yeah. Once they sober up, they go back to the intelligent state. If they like the person, they'll deem them worthy as both a husband and a sake snack. Never let you go. Then we'll end up having a party. Much stronger sense of shame compared to other Oni. Whenever they recollect something they did while drunk, they'll become embarrassed. Hey, Miles, thank you for the follow. I'm gonna put you down. I just remembered I don't like alcoholics. That's not for me. Thank you, thank you. Alright, next up. Apophis. Yeah, thank you for the card. Fine. Apophis is a Lamia reptile who lives in the desert and they're bold. They're carnivorous, they wild animals. The dark-colored serpents that is said to carry the power of the nether realm within themselves. Monsters created by gods as adversaries of the pharaoh. Their duty to prevent the awakening of the pharaohs who sleep in the ruins of the desert. In a former age, many pharaohs were buried forever at the Apostle's hand, never to awaken. The desert is dotted with mastless and abandoned ruins as a reminder of this. Ancient tale, and as of the present, their nature has been changed due to the influence of the new Mahano Lord. No longer kill pharaohs, though they still do oppose them. The Apophis have a powerful and peculiar neurotoxin in their body. They bite someone, they'll inject it into the body of the prey. If the prey is a woman, the poison eats away her entire body with extreme heat and pleasure. You're making her flesh to become the greedy and ultra-sensitive to pleasure. Makes her mentally morph into a monster-like disposition, simply wanting love and pleasure as a companion. Once the Apophis' venom enters the body, it will never disappear. Prey delirious, entranced by the venom, and destroying their allegiance to Apophis and becoming their servants. If the person is corrupted by venom is a monster, no matter what, she'll become aggressive. If it's a human woman, she'll be reborn into a Lamia. She'll seek love and pleasure, and begin to attack people. If men are bitten, they'll turn into incubi who want to drown in the pleasures of the monsters. They use the venom to subdue pharaohs, place them under the command without killing them. Corrupted by the venom, reduced to female monsters, the pharaohs will forget all about the sad affairs. Seek out husbands. Then the Apophis becomes the ruler of the kingdom. Interesting. This is like a evolutionary politics thing. They become a monster paradise. This is really, really long for this Apophis. Apophis who stay in their kingdom are probably going to keep biting people. The Anubis, who are the Apophis loyal servants, to come up with the obscene, licentious schemes to expand paradise. Things will aggressively attack people, even raid human settlements. Greedy for love and pleasure. Pour plenty of venom into people, biting you with a snake body. Attachment is incredibly powerful. Those individuals who find a husband for attacking the pharaoh, which was supposed to be the entire reason for existing, will completely lose interest in their duty. A translator's note. Which god made them to oppose the pharaohs is not clear, in case it confused anyone. But the language of the profile says the pharaohs of the Apophis were buried, were truly killed and can never rise again. Therefore, there's no contradiction with the pharaoh profile stating the pharaohs went to sleep on purpose. Those are different pharaohs. Regarding the nature of changes undergone by pharaoh and the Apophis, something else. Alright. Evil. Bad. D tier. I should probably reorganize these. That's fine. Apophis. I think it's probably like that. Very venomous. Okay, I am getting winded. Okay, this is. I remember when I read when I was reading Colonnade on stream. I got very winded. I had to take a lot of breaks because, you know, I'm not. Whenever I'm reading something, I seem to run out of breath very quickly. Like, it doesn't happen when I'm just speaking regularly like this. Only when I'm reading things. It's very strange, right? Oh. Alright, next up. We have 1 S tier, 4 B tiers, 4 C tiers, and 2 D tiers. No A's, no E's, no F's. I think we should probably get rid of E tier. Okay. Sorry, let me just. Okay. So, Next up, we have the Apsara. Okay, there are a lot of these. I think this might have to be multiple streams. Yeah. So, the Apsara. They're spirits and aquatic, live in oceans, rivers, and lakes. They're cheerful and calm. A race of dancers that revere the goddess of love Eros and champion the cause of erotic love. It's said that the goddess of love was once ordered by a higher rank gods to create an elixir of perennial youth and beauty. During the process, the gods mixed their energy with the ocean and became an ocean of milk as white as milk. It was from this ocean of milk that the Apsara were born. They are water elementals whose bodies are clad in liquid that is sweet as milk. They have deeply loving personalities, and in the name of their goddess, they tempt people who have never known love. With their beautiful looks and dancing, try to use the bodies filled with love. Even for the Order's forces, the temptation is treated as an ordeal against heroes and saints. In most nations, harming them is forbidden. They polish up their dance of love in order to shower themselves on a person's love and desire. It accentuates the beauty and allure of their limbs. Those who behold it have their hearts stolen. Each and every step of their choreography is designed to guide a person's gaze toward their face, goobs, and lower abdomen with their underarms, legs, and fingertips, inciting goob and forcing a goob to recognize an entirety as a goob object. Dancing is always a part of their lives, even their casual daily gestures. Appear elegant and provocative like a dance, and will turn a man's love and desire towards them. A certain person was captivated just from being approached by an Apsara, enthralled by the way his hips shook as he walked. Another person awakened love for armpits, returned for a very young Apsara, innocently waving their hand at them. The both men gave their goobs to them as soon as they were tempted. Those who have goob like them even once witnessed them at most beautiful. At goob's capacity to think melts away in sweet pleasure caused their body. Lasciviously dance. A lot of this is smut. The sight of them will be unforgettably and distinctly be burned into the minds of the men. Then become their husbands and love them a lot. Unbearably adorable. At the weddings of the followers of the goddess of love, an event is held which surround the bride and groom and reveal the dancing. Celebratory dance affects the two partners rather than the dancers themselves. The two will only have eyes for each other, and their hearts will be overflowing with love for their beloved partner. This way, celebrating the birth of a new married couple and strongly binding them together through love is also one of their most important duties. Honestly, S tier. Like, they're not assaulting nobody. They're not attacking nobody. They're just incredibly attractive. You go down to A. No, you stay up in S. No, I looked at the I did some of the pages before stream. I didn't really read through all of them. I guess I got the more tame ones. Yeah, but S tier. They seem pretty cute. They seem like pretty cutie patooties. Oh, my eyes. Okay, just a second. I'm gonna put on a nightlight real quick. Okay. Yes, I did read about the bogey. I did. This Monster Girls guy recommended it to me. Pretty neat. Yep. Hey. Boom TDP. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Thank you. 좁아져. Okay. The Arachne. Arachne/bug. In caves and deep forests is bold, ferocious, carnivorous wild animals. Bug-type monster with the lower body of a spider that dwells in dark places such as caves and deep forests. They have high intelligence, but they're very goobish and belligerent. They have high physical abilities. They're very dangerous creatures. They make sticky thread inside their body and use it to make net-like web. Yeah, not very nice. These webs function as traps for seizing their prey. Animals and people that touch it without realizing get stuck to it and are unable to move. They aggressively attack the prey, seeking to wrap it in threads to capture it. In case their prey is a goober, their goob assault for the purpose of procreation. They be sadistic monsters, obtain pleasure and happiness from due to the threads when they make them gasp. Furthermore, the more a person tries to resist, more rebellious, stronger, timid is their sadistic nature. Rough, best to sit and do nothing. Man strikes their fancy, kill you and bound. No reaction, they'll give him even greater pleasure. The main body and threads are weak to fire. Also to avoid them and webs to a certain degree to carry a torch. They're proficient in sewing and they sometimes give clothes to men they like. However, to them, what it means is be mine. One accepts to be bound to have to do it. Fine, beautiful clothing is regarded as first-class goods by people. High price. Even among monsters, there's a demand for their fine clothing. Designs that incite goobs, no matter how thick it is. Still, taste the pleasure. There are first Fs. Wait, that's the wrong one. There are first Fs. This is literally a kingdom destroyer. And this is like not a very good person. So yeah. I do not want that kind of a relationship, especially with a spider. No siree, Bob, as they say. Yeah, it's not for me personally. Yeah, no. Right. Next up, we got the Arch Imp. So I've accidentally dragged you in earlier. I apologize. So this is an imp slash fiend. It's simple and selfish. Dark Imp is a mutational variant of the imp that possesses vast amounts of mana within its tiny body. Some imps will mutate into arch imps, they store up a lot of mana. But there's some who are born due to having powerful sorcerers or heroes as fathers. Their appearance is exactly the same as an imp, but the coloring of their wings and the tail paler. And their hair is dyed white. Distinguishing trait to see in the lord and her daughters. The limb. It's regarded as an expression that they possess a lot of mana and are closer than among their king, the Inma. Read out. The bogey better be at us. There you go. That does not represent my real opinions. I'll see. As Inma, they possess a vastly greater power than higher rank demons such as Succubus. They're capable of wielding powerful charm spells that have excellent sexual gooptual techniques. However, their intelligence is still that of normal, so simple and childish. and the ghoul human men when their desires should arise. Many of them don't even realize that they're arch-imps, continue living around groups of imps. Goobs affected with the arch-imp's charm spells started finding them unbearably cute and want to spoil them. They can hardly refuse when they beg. Actually, the charm spells were released subconsciously. They're aware that they're using magic. Like a nice man who will listen to whatever I ask and do not distract or fear. They'll probably end up liking him in no time at all. Increasingly Goob. Prisoners from the bottom of their hearts. Imps are often used as familiars for sorcerers. There's a rare chance of an arch-imp protecting when they summon. It mistakes it for regular imps and attempts to bind it to a master-servant contract. Master-servant reversal and ended up becoming the arch-imp familiar. I'm not doing nothing to the bogey yet. Wait its turn. Due to the enormous mana, the imps have power most imps do not, which allows them to change human women into monsters. If they're childish, they prefer playing with human women if the partner is a girl. Lock on it, end up turning the girl into an imp. If a single arch-imp slips into a human settlement, there'll probably be a group of imps only moments later. I think B tier. End of B tier. I think that's fine. Yeah. And they're not doing nothing too bad. Like, they can't control their charms. Yeah. Alright. Notice a lot of them have, pointy ears. No doubt, no, that's a crime. What do you mean it's a crime? What? Well, because she's... I don't want to be turned into an imp. I like having control of my mental faculties. Alright, next up. Atalak Nacha. Recent changes 1 minute ago by Ochi Verde. Oh, to Candlegeist and Balrog. Okay. The Atalak Nacha. Whoa, what the frick? What is this thing? What? Huh? What? That is horrifying. Will kick like a football. That is... Good lord. That is a lot. My goodness. Okay. It's an arachne-sized bug that lives encased underground, is strong-willed and ill-tempered. A variety of abyssal monster that lurks in the deep and underground where light doesn't reach. The illustration depicts a married individual. An unmarried individual would appear like a female that gives a sharp impression with only 4 spider legs growing on her back. They do not stray outside their own territory, because they focus intently and continues building spiderweb ad infinitum. Somehow human men will become the prey underground as if lured. The venom that flows inside their body adversely affects their own spirit, making them depressed instead of constantly irritated. Aww. Reason, a person with a peculiar mentality is aroused, as if to vent their irritation, they react in a manner unbecoming of a monster and hurl abusive language at the person. Attempt to bite and inject it with venom. The effect of the venom in the man doesn't cause irritation, incites a wicked desire. The person will change into an ominous huge spider form. A reproductive pouch with countless wiggling tentacles. Irritated by her insults, the huge spider will bite her body. It's like a parasite thing. Abusive voice will fall silent except to keep uttering sweet words and apologies for her insults. She's expressing her original personality after having the venom that firstly affected her spirit, neutralized by the man's mana. Only when the body is filled with the husband's mana will be able to feel at ease. When the mana poured inside the body weakens, the venom gets stronger, and the hero severe insults once again. Once they've attained a person who serves as half of their body, they constantly spend their time expanding the nest. The light is not interrupted to tuck any interest away. This legend said once the web is completed, the world will enter a time of destruction, but according to another theory, the web is a giant magic circle. When completed, the entire surface existing above it will transform into the mana learned, and all humans will transform into their minions. Yo, Nick! Welcome, thank you for the raid. Doing a Monster Girl tier list. Hello, hello, hello. Like, I mean, it's not her fault that she's like that, right? Also, I did notice that what it said, like the entire creature, like half of it is the male and then the half of it is the female. Like that is some crazy lore right there. Like jeez. Monster Girl's always on top. Because I don't want to be turned into a giant monster. Also, she's depressed all the time, which is really sad. Like, and the only way to like stop her depression is like bite her, which is like not cool. I don't know. I don't. Okay, I'll put her in B tier. I don't want to bite her. Probably right here. That's so sad. Alright. Let's get on to the next one. I'm just thinking about that. It's just sad. Sad, man. Okay, we still haven't left the A's. Next up, Automaton. Robot. They have a really big page. Okay. So, that's just hanging out there. Okay. It's a golem / magic material they're found in ancient ruins, and they're devoted and poor at expressing emotions. Last day. They're a type of golem animated by extremely sophisticated magic and precise mechanisms. They're created from unknown materials, and the residual edge remaining in the power units also indicates that it's neither humans nor monsters that created them. It would be extremely difficult to create them with current technology, and individuals currently in existence were excavated from ancient ruined and animated by mana. They're expressionless and poor at expressing emotion, but they take initiative to help someone in danger, whether they're human or monster. They feel affectionate towards weak targets such as children and small animals. They internally equipped with a healing device and weapons, but it seems even before their alteration due to mana, weapons were created to only disable foes without killing them. They regard serving others as their raison d'etre, or the reason to live. And by learning the necessary information themselves, they're naturally able to provide their master with personal care and carry as a bodyguard. Plus, they will faithfully carry out the order given. When spot a human man instructed their hands, they request permission to serve at his side as an attendant. And upon receiving permission, they will perform an action called authentication registration. Need a part of the man's body, sweat, and skin material. Crawl their tongue deep inside the mouth to obtain saliva. More detailed information. Read the information of the man who becomes their owner and record it in the central circuit, which is their core, causing all their mechanisms to recognize the master's existence. They fundamentally will not take things further than that themselves, but even just an authentication registration. It's enough to let their master know how wonderful the service is. Lower abdomen. Created by becoming a monster. Oh. It's like they didn't have that before, just when they were animated by magic. They had that. Interesting. Recognize that they exist entirely to serve their master. They're resistant to impact, high temperatures, and low temperatures, or weak to electricity. And if electrified, the main power core will short circuit and shut down. As they automatically switch to reserve power, they won't actually cease to function. But the mana they were using to operate will instead be distributed throughout their body. Since they switch to a method of directly operating each of their various mechanisms, they will appear different during this amount of time, and they will start behaving in extremely monster-like fashion. Normally, their facial expression doesn't indicate any emotion. The ecstasy they ability to serve the master is apparent. His eye will be laid bare by how amorously they gaze at the master serving him. The almost monotone voice will change to a sweet and doesn't even try to conceal their love, repeatedly mutter the master's name. Guided by commands, transmitted throughout the entire body of the structural unit. To store energy, they need that. Okay. Honestly? This is S tier. I think... I think this is S tier. Like, she knows her boundaries. Like, she's just programmed to do that registration thing. She won't take it further without consent. That's pretty cool. Like these two guys in particular. I'm so sorry, Angel. You gotta go down. You gotta go down. I'm so sorry. It's just that, like, compared to them, like, Angel had, like, oh, he doesn't engage in stuff. But we're talking about, like, the succubus angel here. So, I'm gonna push down there. Alright. So that was... Oh, 16 A's. Wait, let me count how many there are real quick. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Times 12 plus 2 plus 16. 234. It took us an hour to get 16 done. So 60 divided by 16. 3.75 minutes each about. Times 3.75 divided by 60. It's gonna take us about 14 hours to rank these all. So this is not gonna be a one stream thing, I'm promising you that. We'll get to it when we get to it. Alright. Next up, we have the Balrog. We shall not pass. That's a lot. Alright, Balrog, the succubus fiend, is found in volcanic regions, is bold and arrogant. There's much remaining ancient lore regarding the great fiends of flame known as Balrogs. Once monstrosities said to take in and store vast quantities of flame on from volcanoes, which would overflow, wreathing their entire bodies in hellfire to incinerate their enemies. These beings were always raging with fury and rampaging with tremendous might, like all-consuming flames. They're also excellent warriors who exchanged flames in shape of swords and skillfully wielded them in battle. Their burning tails were sharp and long, almost like whips. Just one swing could torch and hollow out a mountain. In the present, although they are great fiends who rule volcanic strongholds, they have transformed to hedonistic monsters like to dress up in their time hanging out in the town with their pyro minions. The greatest joy of all is to do it with a man they love. They say their former fury lies dormant, but they are just as fierce and impulsive as ever, and immensely covetous as well. Whenever they want something, they always want to have it, and they do whatever they want. What's more, the extremely arrogant and proud fiend beasts boast themselves as being women of the highest caliber, too, and as such consider that a suitable husband must be among the greatest men to be a proper match. After verifying what their husbands are actually like, it turns out they were mostly famous individuals, men of excellent with exuberant personalities or over countless people and monsters, who naturally become the center of attention. Balrog's husband is invariably that sort of man. Sweet child is this. That's what the song is. When interacting with the beloved husband, a Balrog's pride as a great demon goes out the door. Frick you, 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 frick you. No. I spilled my tea. All over my desk and my keyboard and my mouse. I'm really upset right now. Yeah, that's really upsetting. I'm not even talking because it's just upsetting whenever that happens, you know. Oh, I can talk about Spice and Wolf. I've been watching Spice and Wolf lately. I've watched 3 episodes so far. It's been pretty interesting. Oof. I was trying to pull off my shirt because it was getting hot. But I knocked into my cup. I'm really upset. I'm really upset. I don't know how many times I've mentioned that so far, but I am fuming. Oh my god, that's so much. My entire mouse pad. Guys. Oh, that's gonna be ants. Need context? What more context could I possibly give? It was hot, so I tried to take off my shirt, and then I hit my mug and spilled my drink. It's tea, but there are gonna be ants in here now. I don't have ad block. That's really upsetting. Okay, God. I mean random squeaky noises. I am incredibly touchable right now. Oh! Ah, kia. Ow. Oh. Killed somebody. Oh, did it go all the way back? Oh god. It went all the way back. Is it dripping on the... It's not. Fine. It's fine. Yeah, I'm sorry this stream became, listen to Tori clean her desk. I need to get a towel. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Sorry. I retrieved the towel. Desk cleaning ASMR? You cannot hear. I do not think it is possible. Desk. I'm rubbing the towel against my mouse pad right now. It's right next to the mic. Unfortunate. So, alright, the mouse pad is so good. This stream. Well, we're just gonna have to do it. No mouse pad style. Yippee, kaye, booba dooba. Alright, well, it is what it is. You know, I could use this opportunity to talk about Monster Girls. So far it seems like the vast majority of them just assault random people. And that immediately discounts them from being put in S or A tier. Because that's wrong. Because assaulting people is wrong. It's fine. God left me unfinished. It's just a little bit back. Alright, just a second. Just a little bit more. Okay. I think we can start again. Keyboard still works. Hey. What's up? So this has happened multiple times where my keyboard has and then like a liquid spills all over my desk. Like enough that I shouldn't be putting on. That I shouldn't be putting this on my desk. Like, I don't remember why I'm doing this, man. Or, sorry. I do not remember why I started, like, putting things on my desk. Like, maybe just for convenience. Just for, I don't know. But I'm a fool, so please let me go. Alright, are you guys ready to start for the third time? Ready to start for the third time? Because I'm so ready. I need to hear it from you guys. Are you ready, kids? Are you ready? Guys? They've all abandoned me. Oh. Ow. Okay. Let's begin once more. Oh wait, no, we're still on the Balrog. Okay, so you'd expect the spouses they choose to be champions, heroes, successful people in accomplishing various fields, by providing an actual example. I'll record a story told me by the Goob of a student Balrog, a Goob famous for ruling as the king of a certain volcanic kingdom, on behalf of his utterly hedonistic spouse. One day, a beautiful woman casually called out to him in town. Soon they were joined. Now the woman was no other than a Balrog. But at the time, the man was a mere second son of a small bakery in town. In other words, apparently he was an extremely average youth. At the time, he certainly was average, but according to him, from the very moment he met her, he felt like something was flaring up deep within. The watch of the raging flames easily pushed him over to overcome all fear, bewilderment, and resignation. Never would those flames smolder out, not even after his many repeated failures. Neither gave him the passion to claim the woman he had fallen over as his own. It motivated him to become the kind of man anyone would recognize as a king throughout the days of training. Even now, the flames was yet to die, instead raging even more violently, providing endless fount of vigor. Lots of stamina. Eventually, after finishing up some tasks he was supposed to do or whatever. There would be normally a desire to rest, instead an urge to go so powerful it must be vented or driven crazy comes over him. Ready? Thanks, Magi. And always intend to set aside, repeatedly tempting and proactively. This is lover, and wrapped and ready to surrender to his embrace. Whenever there's free time, they goob. The phenomenon of mental and physical invigoration is seen in all goobs chosen by Balrogs. Through scholarly research, it was discovered that Balrogs are monsters that serve the role of controlling volcanoes to prevent eruptions by taking mana, overflowing volcanoes and placing them, releasing them outside. It's likely that in antiquity, Balrogs released it going on rampages, but in the present that ferocity, that is to say, going berserk, as previously described due to an excess energy, is entirely unheard of. Then how do they currently release it? In other words, themselves the vast quantity of mana, also infuse the goobs they choose with it. These highly desirous girls always choose the goobs they love and always get them. What's more, they wish for men to love and when they choose to become one of the great men, a suitable partner. If so, that too is inevitable. Honestly, they seem pretty chill. Yeah, I think A tier. Top of A tier. The Balrogs are just like they have a type, you know? They have a type and they're gonna follow it. They're gonna like people who comes from to that type. Like, what? That type. And they do the goobin. Yeah. Next up, we have the Banshee. Ooh. So they are succubus and they're undead. They're found in cemeteries and human settlements. They're gloomy and devoted. Oh, gloomy. Monsters of the dark, melancholic beauty, who drape their deathly pale white skin in black garments. They fear as omens of death and are said to appear before people on the verge of death, weeping and wailing. But it's just that they have the ability to foresee the death and suffering of humans. What's more, it's in their nature to be drawn to those who give an air of death, and if the person happens to be a human goob, they'll be attracted to him as a woman and to have powerful feelings of affection. These banshees are a race who serve hell, gods of life and death. And the power of the gods imbued in their voice, and they wail for those who approach death. Those who die while listening to the banshees wailing will have the agony of death mitigated by the goddess' blessing, and will end up rising as undead after death. In the age of the former mortal lords, even though these banshees of yore had the power to foresee death and were terribly drawn to dying, that's all there was to them. It was said that there was nothing they could do but mourn and grieve, that their loved ones died right before their eyes. It was only after the goddess Hel took pity on them and welcomed as their underlings that they acquired their present abilities. In modern faith of the goddess of life and undeath, banshees are servants of the goddess, who guide the living into death. There is one of the curses and blessings unbreakable by death the goddess has given to humanity. The dead are reanimated by their power, just in the case of necromancy. Human will be easily resurrected undead monsters, but resurrecting men requires restoration and maintenance. The power to supply essence. A semi-permanent supply of mana will be required, namely a monster to go with the resurrected person need prime mana. As in the other power imbued in the Banshee's voice comes to play. The melancholic, the beautifully wailing, aroused stairs in men soon after resurrection when a man capacity without shaking. Directed his unsettled conscience to the Banshee. Just as the man rises and the undead, they offer their own bodies sacrifice to men. They guide to undeath, to pleasure and comforting. Furthermore, they extremely easily move to tears. Bad that they human, there are little things they weep over. Honest tears go up in the husband, making him go up with them. The husband is sad, they shed tears as if they were their own sadness, consoling the husband by venting gloomy feelings in the form of goob. As soon as they shed tears, of course, the goob rises to the undead. And also whenever something makes them happy, there's their husband whistling of love. Such tears also incite goob, and the joy of goob causes tearful cries of goob, which goobs a goob. Goob. Did I say goob enough? They seem pretty chill. Like, like they're omens of death. That's literally what they're made to do, right? Like to guide dead people to the afterlife, guide dying people to the afterlife, right? Next is the goob. Second, water. Yeah. It feels like there's it, they're like some kinds of monsters. Like there's the I didn't ask to be this way, and I will force myself on every single living thing I see within the next 500 miles. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, it's very sad. A lot of these things. My goodness, it is. Alright, Terror Goober, let's do this. Oh, my back. Okay. Next up, we have Baphomet. Also, all of these creatures would make very good VTubers. Oh, you won't know. Very good VTubers, I think. Okay. They're Baphomet and Dark Beast. They're very strong-willed. They're omnivores, but they further possess the flesh of beasts. Dark Beast possessing tremendous power, lurk in the Momono realms. The outward appearance is that of a goob, a little goob. All the monsters they possess the most physical power. A race that serves as the leader of a pagan cult known as the Sabbath, commanding a countless number of witches. Said that one of them is supreme leader in the Momono Lord's army. They're feared by humans and monsters alike. The Sabbath they follow has fallen creeds. Know the depravity and the charm of little girl. Given to the pleasures like a monster. That is certainly a catchphrase. In order to spread this doctrine, tempt women with promises of great power and eternal youth. If this is this adaptation, a woman's body will be thoroughly inculcated in devilish pleasure by the hands of the witches. By being granted a portion of the Baphomet's mana, they are changed into witches, servants of the Baphomet. Other races of monsters who join the faith often have their bodies changed into ghosts of Baphomet's power as well. After that, they'll never grow older. Periodically, their subordinates, the witches and their familiars, will have a black mass, where they have a feast of pleasure to reconfirm the Sabbath doctrine. Yippee! Most of them live in the realm, so it's hardly ever seen them in the human realms. On rare occasions, they are seen in places outside. If you ever meet one, never assume you can defeat her. With average abilities, one would be hopelessly outmatched. Any attack would backfire, lead to be violated and being baptized into the Sabbath. Bodies are tiny like those of children according to the doctrine of the Sabbath, but they're fully packed with childish charm they espouse. Fighting technique, they're capable of go even more than succubus can. Especially know have the most amazing go out of all monsters. Once man enjoy with one of them, the Gobadoo feel his body become one with hers. Interesting. They're very much indoctrinated, yeah. The superior men for their husbands, in the same way that other rank monsters. Most men will be released. Many of them will come to adore the Baphomets. And just disappear. In most cases, Baphomets will accept a man as their husband if they have enough power to defeat them. They said that they seek an ideally strong and gentle big brother who is reliable and will shower them with love and attention, but the truth is uncertain. Translator's note. There's a word in Japanese that no man could make it. Oh. Okay. You can go in C tier. Oh, B tier, I mean. Actually. I should probably put you in C tier. Okay. You're evil. You're evil and you're the baby and you're yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Watch out. Okay, sorry. I got entranced just a little bit. Alright, next up. Bottlenecks. Bottleneck. It's an outer rune. It's a type of plant. Lives in mountainous regions, wastelands. It's gentle. Gentle. Has a coat. It has big, like, those are either seeds or they're goat horns. Also lives in like a jelly flower. So, a mysterious plant-type monster that is said to grow fruit with the form of a sheep. Inside the jelly-like flesh of the fruit is a sheep beastman covered in fluffy cotton wool. Monster uses it to absorb stuff. Fertilization proceeds. During the season, they release cotton fluff from their body that's light enough to be carried by the wind. When the cotton fluff drifting in the air reaches a person, their sweet and sticky fragrance puts mana, bursts all around, acclimating the man's mind. Regardless of them secreting less nectar compared to their ancestral progenitors, they're able to carry their own scent? Secret? Scent? They won't rush up to find them, but it'll be imprinted on their brain or sensitively sniffed out. Eventually, a person's body will react sensitively if the nose catches even the hint of fragrance. Journey to reach them with intense passion. They'll take them into the flesh of the fruit, submerging their lower body and joining them. They won't let go. The elastic bouncy fruit will push them back. Tries to move in the slightest bit, it'll bounce. The exquisite cotton that can be collected from them remains fluffy, no matter how much time passes. It's possible to pack it without the fragrance and aroma leaking out without deteriorating. The fruit surrounding them also has exquisitely sweet taste, both highly popular, but their husbands have manually claimed their bodies even better. Always soaked in fruit juice. Soft and vivacious as the flesh of the fruit. Enjoy more than goob, lick and slurp and kiss and This is again like this one right here, the outer one. Like you're just hypnotizing people into coming to you. You don't like trap people with you for the winter, so I have to put you right there. Okay. Good lord. I need to sleep more. Oh. All's coming up on you know who. Alright. Next up. Basilisk. It is a lamia reptile. They live in caves and desert areas. They're calm and gloomy. They are very carnivorous. Race of the lamia has the upper body of a woman, lower body of a snake, and part of their body is covered in plumage. This vision is docile and very quiet. Not only are they passive, they won't even get close to humans. They dwell in quiet locations with no signs of people. They have evil eyes with dreadful venom that will ruin a person just for being exposed to their gaze. The extremely potent venom relaxes all the muscles in the prey body when unable to move, at the same time causing the prey to heat up with a feeling of ecstasy. You have burning. He becomes unable to think clearly. Muscle relaxant? I think that's really bad for you. Furthermore, the essence is distorted. Reach the body much more easily. Even the slightest thing, dam will break. Easier to absorb matter from the body. Distorted essence is goob. Venom. Detoxification is necessary to have all the venom sucked out. In an age of former lords, the basilisk deadly venom was not to kill human with a single glare. Monsters no longer rob human with the lives in the current era. Still, if a human's essence is completely sucked out for the sake of detoxification, it will be transformed into an incubus or a monster. Oh, it hasn't changed. In this manner, they do possess evil eyes and can't control them well. They usually hide their face with something like a mask. Use heat setting and essence detection in place of the field of vision. Sorry, I am... It is a bit of a struggle to stay awake. I am so sorry. If they catch direct sight of a human man, they become unable to control themselves and destroy. They entwine and they copulate. Evil eyes full of obsession. They never take off the mask themselves. They have weak points. Like sniffing a man's odor. Or if you whisper in their ears. It's Chicky Pookin Snake. Spooky Chicken Snake. I mean, they try their best to keep out of areas, but they're a monster, so they can't help it. Probably above that guy. Alright, this is... Just a second, let me check. I'm probably gonna finish with the bees, then sleep immediately. I'm very tired. I am so sorry. We're probably going to continue doing the monster tier list every week until we finish it. Alright. Beelzebub. The fly bug. Violent, selfish, and goopful. Omnivorous, will eat almost anything, has a preference for human fluids. Bug-type monster also referred to the Lord of the Flies. Their body is small, but they possess tremendously magical energy and fly around at high speeds using the wings on their back. They're also called Lord of Gluttony, and their lust and appetite are extremely ravenous. They're dangerous monsters. Whenever they see food, they devour it all. Whenever they see a human man, they try to attack and force goob. They're capable of eating anything. What they most prefer is the sweat, saliva, and special goob of humans. Them human goobs are a treat priorities over everything else. Literally, they sweat and goob. So ravenous to be regarded as lords of gluttony, they are just satisfied. Stare around, flying around him, frequently attacking. This way, they're extremely dangerous, symbolic of a bountiful harvest. Once they've taken a liking to someone, no matter how much food is devoured by them, even more wealth and food will be accumulated. No matter how much one goob, and they goob, they'll never run out of goob, and goob, a doob. Extremely selfish, and they eat when they feel like it, and attack goob when they feel like attacking. Even if one objects to what they're doing, they generally don't listen, and will push over a spot and be deliciously devoured. Since they're drawn by the scent of food scraps and odor of human sweat, if you don't wish to be attacked, keep yourself in clean. Yeah, the odor of sweat is normally regarded foul, as the fragrance is the greatest treat to them. This is another dirty one. You can go along with the tongue girl. Or don't. I like you less because you're a fly. If sleepy sleep. After I get done with the bees. Alright. Bicorn. Horse. Centaur / Beastman. Gentle and devoted. It's a horse. Variant of the unicorn that has a alluring black coat and 2 horns. When a unicorn goob and non-goob, or a husband has goob with someone else, the man carries the woman's man. She gets confused with the other woman's goob. Through this, one amount of the unicorn, which can cure, becomes mixed with another woman's mana, gets corrupted, changing into a bicorn. Same gentle dispositions and graceful behavior, the true nature is smooth and vicious. Is regarded as the symbol of impurity, celebrating a goobful, hedonistic existence. Though wildly goobful, they do not goob men. They are adept in the ways of arousing goob. Men that go after them, the ways to sleep goob and eventually goob with them. Exactly opposite the monogamous universe, the nature for a harem arrangement, a husband has many monsters as wives. As far as they're concerned, the husband becomes more goob. He just exists by having lots of goob. Also, letting many women know the taste of their beloved husband in the harem brings them joy more than anything else. Additionally, their husband's essence, which gets mixed and corrupted, comes like a cocktail. Normally, they pour into the husband asserts that they belong to them. But the bicorn is different. And fuse ends up becoming thicker and stronger. Thus, since it becomes extremely attractive and delicious looking to other monsters, it has the opposite effect. It attracts monsters to the husband. It goes for the woman to cause them to be a bicorn. By any other woman, train them into vivacious monsters. Even should their husband decide to be resistant, they'll lure them by spreading seeds and ideas. Every time a new woman joins, bicorn's mana will grow. There's a limit. Oh wait, it'll grow thinner. There's a limit you can have. No, you belong in D tier. F is for like murderers. D is for things I don't like. Look at me, no go for me. Just a no go. Also horse, so no. Yeah. That's what I think. Yeah. Alright. Next up, we have the Black Harpy. Harpy / Birdman. In grasslands and mountainous areas. They're ferocious, like fruits and wild animals. Okay. A race of harpies that have charming eyes. Let me drink real quick. Hope you guys are getting a lot of information about me and my taste set from this. With charming onyx wings, they're a very clever race. They have the highest intelligence of all harpies, exceeding belligerent and ferocious. So they attack humans, robbing food as well as precious metals, gemstones, and the like, which they have a penchant for. Like harpies, they'll aggressively attack people, even when it's not season. When hunting, they're merely driven by the urges, calculated and cunning in a meticulous manner, whereas sometimes even flock together attack groups. Extremely lustful to their mate and become obsessed with them. Bringing them back to the net, they spend their time. Strong temperament, aggressive nature, it's furious and usually takes the lead most of the time. Boldness dies down when it comes season. When season visits, their mind and body are dominated to get egg. They want egg. They start fawning on the male in course and beg for egg. Black harpies have a strong sense of camaraderie. On the other hand, they're exceedingly wary of those who aren't friends. Will threaten those who approach their nest in an intimidating manner. One of their friends or harms, a flock of black harpies will rush the foreign army at once. They treat their mates and children with especially great care. If someone were to harm the precious family at any moment, the person becomes an enemy of all black harpies. The looks would kill, then their sharp eyes will become boundless players of black eyes do it. And a black storm vicious to the point of ruthlessness would engulf the enemy. On the other hand, they genuinely smile sweetly and lovingly at their family, express affection by gently wrapping them in soft-feathered black wings. So, again, assault. But apparently they're nice about it. You can go look at this guy. Alright, next up. We have the Bogey. It's an ogre, a demi-human. Its habitat is unclear and it's gentle and devoted. It eats it's carnivores and eats wild animals. Just like ogres and so on, these are the kind of monster called Oni. The same curious features found in other Oni. But the horns in their head have these fluffy big arms and legs that are soft like plush toy stuffed full of cotton. No matter the region, there is common story to be told by children. If you don't stop crying, an Oni's gonna come kidnap you. But these girls are actually sources of such oral traditions. These had to appear before children who can't stop crying. For those who appear deep sadness in the absence of tears. On spotting a male prey that feels criteria, they embrace the target gently in soft, tight arms. Gentle, warm embrace has the power to alleviate target's anxiety, nervousness, and fear. Like, no matter how stubborn the male may be, when tugged in those arms, you want to indulge her like an honest child, spontaneously entrusting yourself to a soft body. Once the prey is rendered powerless in the manner, they start relentlessly soothing, consoling, and so on until the prey stops crying and the sadness is healed. Once the part of the progress, they take the prey back to their lair, which is probably what gives rise to the traditional stories. Also, just as either the charm of the devilish nature for the most part, the hug them seek the body unconsciously or consciously. On that occasion, do not hesitate and try to use their own body to console the male. In love with the devotion they show, they express, soothe, and comfort you. Once the prey's sadness heals, this time they spoil them, giving in to every desire. Good boys are rewarded to stop crying. Even after that, they continue to cuddle with their prey, consoling their bodies to get every sad again once it's healed, and this reward. In other words, to them, a husband is not only an outlet for passion, an outlet for outflowing protective urges. Furthermore, the concept of child is far off the human notion of what constitutes a child. Whether a male's age or appearance is actually that of a child is irrelevant. And clearly adult-looking men, even middle-aged men who outwardly look even older than themselves, will be contacted and treated as children, while they have sadness in their hearts. In other words, to them, children is none other than the word akin to male humans in general. In actuality, and they appear for those who weren't given love and unable to heal the sadness, mothers and often shower their kids in love. Like the ones who tell the stories won't actually get their kids snatched away. Instead of those who can't get love from their parents, such as orphans or adult men who have nobody to cling to. I mean, it seems nice. I think S tier is good for the bulky. That's nice, very nice of her to do. Yep. Alright, next up. The Boggle Bow. It's a goblin undead. It lives in human settlements and ruins, and it's innocent and honest. This was released on May 30th, 2024. Though they may have the adorable appearance of young girls clad in animal costumes, these are genuine monsters. It's thought that lost souls of girls revived as these monsters often come in divine stuffed animals. In some regions, there is an ancient belief handed down that souls can easily come to dwell within dolls, stuffed animals, and the like, especially in cases which deceased has strong attachment to the stuffed animal in life, when parents treasure the thing left behind their daughters. Strong emotions bind with mana, resulting in a state which is extremely easy for souls to dwell within them. Sometimes they invite wandering souls. When humans monsterize, passion arises, or they become self-aware of it, and along with the monster's instinct satisfies that. Usually they begin becoming an inhuman, bewitching aura. Their words and behavior become seductive. However, if these monsters are stripped of their costumes, they look no different from humans, don't give a monster-like aura either. Those who see them will just give the impression that it's an ordinary human girl wearing a costume. Furthermore, neither is the ferocity or confusion to the deprivation of innocence. It's typically seen in undead, so after resurrecting, many of them just spend their existence with their families. However, since the vessels dwell within the forms of animals, they have the awareness of animals, sometimes display behavior on that. Not strictly faithful, and sometimes they have a thing like animal pretend play based on what a child might know. On the other hand, Bogey better be an S tier. It is. You see that? The bogey is an S tier. If they're bears, they get freakish strength. If they're rabbits, they get superior hearing and jumping. If they're dogs, they get sensitive ability and smell. Yeah. They most reveal the animal side and fall on the opposite goat. These goats are animals. Fondness for specific man recognize males their mate. None other than the passion to goob and procreate. Assert their animal nature, they start to aggressively engage. Just rubbing their body against them, shaking their butt. Pounce on them. They go rawr. Additionally, monsters are creatures that use all sorts of things to release in the body as mana. Odors, pheromones. Pokebos don't release it outside, instead it builds up in their costumes. They unfasten their costume and open the front, or if a man opens the front of it. All the accumulated pheromones released in the moment, instantly robbing the prey in front of a sense of reason, transforming them into a running animal. Also, they say the costumes can open wide, like the maw would be something to try to bite men. Bitten in the head, man will be taken inside the costume, his head pushed in their chest. Mind smelling condensed pheromones. Intensity is incomparable. And they'll go crazy, resort to animal bin, right? Pretty chill. Good goblin. He ain't hurt nobody. Alright, next up. The bogey. With an IE at the end. This is a long encyclopedia entry. Okay. It's an encyclopedia. It's an ogre/human. It's an ogre/demi-human. Its habitat is unclear. It's cheerful, spiteful, and devoted. They like carnivorous and wild animals. So it's a bizarre-looking monster with the appearance of a clown. His white fingers drip with the red drops of mana. Tales of bogeys are usually handed out, and bad kids get kidnapped by Onis. They are before selfish and misbehaving children. This sort of men have a zany attitude, behave like clowns. They treat their prey as a customer. They smooth talkers and exaggerated gestures. All the words uttered in the mouth are provocative and alluring. Those you hear opening remarks to be filled with premonition or something dreadful or fun about to begin. After that, fill them out of fear and anticipation in their performance. They do fun stuff. They bounce and dance. They heap mounts of praise upon them in exaggerated fashion like it's the biggest deal. Be a hooting and a tooting. That's not violent, and above all, they aim to give the fun, often triggered by the most terrible fear. Extreme state of confusion. This is because they've power to inflame and expose human emotions. That is to say, in their presence, anyone openly expresses his feelings like a child. They scare their prey by saying, "I'm gonna eat ya." People contrive like storybook villain, of course children, even adults do, get terrified and burst into tears. The clown's appearance, more fear. Being made fun of. Aww. Terrifying to the prey, they become absolute beings that provide affirmation and joy. Once the prey has lost his backbone, pour his heart. They'll go do even more fun things. A band of rogues would be a little more than a child. No parents' correct behavior. Never snatch kids from the kind of good parents. They happen to appear from a man who wasn't a bad person in the first place, act like a clown to entertain the partner. Good man expresses fondness, offers so gleefully. Oh, devoted spouse. No end to the lengths go to him as your husband. They have spiteful personalities that hardly express their devotion by simply doing what the husband tells them. So again, assault bad. They don't seem like the worst like them, but because they actively seek out people to attack, they're up there. Wait, these people, this one's assault people. This one just licks grime and dirt. I'm moving you up to B tier. That's right, I didn't. Alright, next up. Bubble slime. So, it's a slime slash semi-liquid. Attached as wet areas and sewers. This position is gloomy and simple-minded. Eats all sorts of fluids. The type of slime that dwells in the dark, wet places like sewers and caves. Intelligent enough to speak human words, the thinking process is extremely simple. Guided by instinct, they wander in search of prey. They produce a strong odor from the liquid bodies. One will know them right away, they're being close by. Their bodies are always carrying out chemical reactions, which cause them to release bubbles. Guys do they eat a lot. They are extremely greedy. When they find a man, they attack him, try to eat. They're not as sticky and they move much more slowly. He's not good at holding prey down, tends to escape. Because this, they first perform something like a kiss on their captured prey, pouring some of their body inside his mouth. Acts as a aphrodisiac and extremely addictive. Prey's been made swallowing it, likely greatly desired his slime's body. Only those foul that go away over time. Oh, hey Bellamy. We're doing a Monster Girl tier list. I should mention this stream is a little bit, I try to replace words where I can. The prey will become strongly dependent on her body, and the odor will start to become extremely pleasant. If this happens, they're already too late and no longer be able to live without the bubble slime. Then they produce an offensive odor because they live in terrible environments. The body takes in toxins, squirts the harmless substance to release it. For that reason, if you take them out of the sewers or other areas, live in a clean place for a while, their foul odor will completely disappear. Once the foul odor is gone, they release a good scent that's surprisingly distinct. That sense by people who become dependent on bubble slime is likely a powerful version of this. Again, assault, but they don't seem... They're very simple-minded, you know. You got us at the tail end. You caught us at the end of the bees, Bellamy. Make you over here. I'll put you there. I'm gonna put you there. Okay. Last one for the bees and the last one for tonight. We have the bunyip. Bunyip. This is a lamia slash reptile. Lives in the water side of rivers and lakes. It's ferocious, timid, and cowardly. I don't know how that could be, but it's cowardly. It's carnivorous, so it eats wild animals. It looks like the mix of a bunny and a lamia. A kind of lamia that lurks in the water sides. Their bodies covered by fur and their eyes emit an uncanny light. They have a large build for the lamia family monster, and possess both superhuman strength and agility. Use their long lengths to link themselves with their prey. Bestial nature dwelling within them extremely powerful. Reproductive urges. They attack people fiercely. Despite their ferocity, normally they're quiet, that's eerie. And they live by concealing their body in water in order to hide. For that reason, often mistaken as beasts with bird beaks or beasts with a giant tail and so on. Many have witnessed them, and often they treat as an unidentifiable monster. They move around the water without making a sound. When they spot a person, after gazing fixedly at them, they launch themselves without so much a warning. They certainly do look like reasonless monsters launching an attack to kill and devour their prey. On the other hand, they are beings endowed with high intelligence, who possess enough reason to suppress their bestial nature under normal circumstances. If you come in contact with them, you'll probably be able to glimpse the quiet and timid nature too. However, despite being able to converse, they don't seem to have a strong point. It's extremely poor at conversing with people in particular. For example, from what I've heard, even if they think they'll be able to become intimate with a person, they aren't expressed in words. Their head goes blank in the presence of the person, and unable to speak properly. Just like me. In other words, they appear to be gazing fixedly at the prey. It's actually they're worrying about how to strike up a conversation with the person. Now they suddenly leap onto them, just because the result of their own urges going out of control due to the confusion. Typical of lamia, they pretend to coil their serpentine lower half around the husband's body and use their entire body to embrace them. Closely adhere, obsession, serpent monsters, genuine happiness appear, and they exhibit, draw their face close to their husband and appear to make them look like a girl hugging a precious stuffed toy and refusing to let go. Even among the Lamia family monsters, the serpentine body is especially soft, and the mana-imbued fur doesn't lose fluffy feeling even after soaking up water. So they are proud of the feeling of an extraordinary good to hug. The body is devilishly in an even different sense, not even a succubus. And it's said that when they wrapped in their body, the person embraced will feel so pleasantly comfortable to lose strength and surrender himself. When you succumb to their bestial nature, it's like being wrung dry of mana by a monster as he's told of his play. Violently ferocious. Probably don't feel resistance in their state. However, when not in that state, even when coiled around their husband and embracing him, they also appear to blush out of embarrassment what they had done like an innocent young woman. Timid. Like how the prey is taken into the jaw of a giant monster, where the slightest nibble will inflict fatal wounds. They barely shake. Regardless of the intention the body has, violence will be induced. Alright, Funny, I've seen better than most of the people we've seen so far. I'll put you in high B tier. Alright. That's the end of the B tier and probably the end of tonight. That's the stream's ending early because I fell asleep, okay? I fell asleep. So 4, 7, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. We got 29 out of like 234. But we still have a while to go. However, thank you very much for